Breaking news, Diddy, who's currently serving time at a New Jersey prison, has reportedly gotten into a fight and has ended up in solitary confinement. That story won. While over in New York, it's been reported that Jay-Z is going after a grandmother in court to collect his money. All while Chris Brown is over in a London court pleading guilty. Three stories, three quick takes. Let's get into it after the intro. Welcome back. As of this morning, multiple outlets are reporting exclusively that Diddy got into a brawl with another inmate yesterday around 4 p.m. at FCI Fort Dix, the federal prison in New Jersey, where he is currently serving his 50-month sentence. Now, sources say the other inmate disrespected him. It turned into a shoving match, and some jabs were thrown, where Diddy is said to have choked the inmate out. Now, prison staff allegedly broke it up, and Diddy, according to sources, held his own, which reportedly has now landed him a 30-day stay in solitary confinement, according to Lauren LaRosa over on The Breakfast Club. It's unclear what initially started the fight as of this morning, but when more information is released, which I'm sure it will be, I'll make sure to report back to you as soon as I get it. But here's the part that actually matters long term. Did is currently set to get out from that prison sentence of February 2028, but that release date is assuming he earns good behavior credits. Now, if prison officials decide he was wrong in this situation, that date could easily get pushed back. So, here's my honest take with this. This is a prison fight we're talking about. Conflict happens in prisons. That's nothing new. And held his own isn't exactly a shocking headline for anybody in there, especially not Diddy. Okay, so let's not forget he does have a reputation for getting physical when he feels he needs to. And from what the people say, he ain't scary. But in this situation, the stakes are much higher because this is a man who's already lost so much, and something like this could genuinely cost him an extended sentence. Again, I do not know all of the details, who started it or why, and honestly, neither does anybody reporting on it as of this moment. But if I had to give one good piece of advice to Diddy, I would say, and this is coming from KrowndByKenzie, do your best to refrain from getting any infractions because what you have to lose is probably not on the same playing field as the inmates you're fighting with. And you know the old saying, somebody who has nothing can cause you to lose everything if you're not careful. And let's be honest, I'm sure it's people in there that's going to try him, okay? Because of who he is, and they wanna make a name for themselves. It's just par for the course at this point. But anyway, good luck, Diddy. Now, this next story is a little bit more petty and honestly kind of funny to me. Jay-Z, who has been in a legal back and forth for years with a woman named Lillie Coley, who is the grandmother of Ramir Sadaway, who happens to have be the person that has claimed since he was a kid that Jay-Z was his father. Jay-Z has fought and won every one of those paternity claims in court, but it's important to keep in mind when challenged to complete an actual paternity test, allegedly, Jay has declined. Ramir has been across news outlets, podcasts, you name it, saying his mom allegedly told him that Jay-Z was his father before her untimely passing. And if we're being honest, the boy does favor Jay-Z. But how many of us don't have someone in this world that resembles us? I mean, I have a brother that's totally different in personality, but has my exact face, and we're not twins, so it happens. Now, here's the part that's new to this story. Lily, the grandmother, allegedly owes Jay Z about $119,000 from one of those legal battles, and she's currently going through bankruptcy. Jay Z just filed to make sure that debt doesn't get wiped out in the bankruptcy. His lawyers are arguing it shouldn't be erased because it came from her, quote, fraudulent statements and misrepresentations designed to harass and target him. And that this harassment has gone on for 10 years. Lawsuits, online campaigns, public statements, all of it. Now, here's my honest take on it. If everything Jay Z is alleging is true, a decade of this I actually get it. Because at some point, let it go stops being reasonable advice when someone won't stop coming after you. But I also think it's worth sitting with how long this has been dragged on for everybody involved, including Ramir, who's a grown man now still tied up in something that started when he was a kid. Listen, Jay-Z is a Sagittarius just like me. I'm December 2nd and he's December 4th. Oh, and my dad is December the 2nd as well. So one thing, if not anything, I know about us Sagittarius, we'll be chill with people in the beginning, but once you get us to a point where we become annoyed with you, because we rarely get mad with people, we'll stop at nothing to get you. So with that being said, good luck, Miss Coley, grandmother or not. I'm just saying. So let me know what you think in the comments. Is Jay-Z justified going after this debt? Or should he just ignore it, especially because he has the money and Miss Coley is allegedly going through bankruptcy? What would you do? Let me know. This last story this morning, according to TMZ, Chris Brown just pled guilty in a London court to a charge of affray connected to an attack on music producer Abraham Dior back in 2023 at a nightclub called Tate. Now, if you don't know what affray is, simply put, it's a public fight and causing a disturbance. He and his co-defendant admitted to using or threatening unlawful violence in a way that would make someone reasonably fear for their safety. The good news for him, relatively speaking, prosecutors agreed to drop the more serious charges, an attempted grievous bodily harm charge and a lesser assault charge. Sentencing is set for October 26th. Now, my take on this one is pretty simple here, okay? A guilty plea is just that, a guilty plea. Let's be honest here, though. Chris Brown has had a pattern here lately, and this is another entry into that pattern. It's really sad because if you followed Chris since he was a little kid singing from Virginia, things were really looking up for him. He had so much and still has so much potential. And through it all, people love him, kids and now adults who grew up with him. But with so many court battles here lately, from the housekeeper and her family suing him about the dog, to the girl on the boat situation, to the Rihanna situation, I'm beginning to fear he's becoming more infamous than anything, and that's not good. But I'm curious what the sentencing will actually look like in October because afraid convictions in the UK, from what I understand, carry a real range of outcomes. So, what's your prediction? Do you think Chris will actually see some real consequences this time? Or is this going to be another fine and move on kind of situation? I'm curious to know what you think. You know how these countries like to make an example. I guess you and I will have to wait and see, though. Hey, you, are you looking to generate a new stream of income? I mean, I'm sure we could all use this, especially in today's economy. Well, let me tell you about something I personally use that generates me a legit side income that doesn't typically take long and it's very easy, usually done from the comforts of your own home. And we all like easy, legit money, right? Well, it's called Pay for Your Say, where companies pay you for your opinion before they launch products, make decisions, or go to trial. Focus groups, mock trials, one on one interviews, product testings, all from your phone or laptop on your schedule. A one time investment of $225, and they do offer Klarna and Afterpay. They also have many course options that may be a little bit cost effective or cost efficient. My affiliate link is in the description along with an income calculator. This is an affiliate link. I earn a commission at no cost to you, but I would never put anything in front of the royal community I have not personally used myself. Check it out. And if you would like to support this channel as well as protect yourself in love and money, my ebook, Prenups, Postnups, and Power Moves is linked in the description. Grab your copy for a special limited low price of $9.99. Get your copy because this is only for a limited time. You purchasing this ebook would really help build the royal community that you all have come to love. Before you go, if you made it this far, you're already a part of the royal community, and I appreciate that. That subscribe button is right there if you want to make it official. Also, if I gave you something to think about today, that like button would mean a lot. Also, I've added tiered subscriptions as well as stars, so feel free to send me some of those. But the comments, I read every single one. So drop your take on any of the three stories we discussed today because I genuinely want to hear back from you. But until next time, you guys know what to do. Stay crown royals, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.